Hi guys! Hello! It's been a while, but I have been traveling. I am now in Cambodia, so hi from Cambodia. I'm taking language lessons. They speak Khmer, I think it's called. Forgive me. Actually don't know what it's called. I think it's like Khmer. But hey Melinda, what's up? It's been a while. I was just saying that I've been traveling, and I'm now in Cambodia. So since I've been here, I arrived on, let's see, in the States, it is 10:17 at night. It's actually 9:18 a.m. here on Wednesday. So it's Tuesday back in the States. Anyway, I've been trying to, I know, crazy. I've been trying to sleep and do a lot of self-care around my travels. Oh my God, I did a 16-and-a-half-hour flight. Oh my Lord, it is not for the faint-hearted. It was super hard. It was a lot, but I'm back. And so far, I've been here 4 days, and I have to say that I have already learned a lot, which is wonderful, as far as my spiritual healing goes. And, you know, I wanted to come out here originally to, yes, I was going to low-key stalk you to ask you why I haven't made a video the last few days, but I didn't want to be weird. I remember. Oh, that made me laugh. Oh my God, that's so funny, Melinda. Yeah, sorry. I've been trying to figure out a schedule and catch up on my sleep. But that's so funny. Oh wait, I never shared this on my business pages. Oh my God, guys, I haven't done a live in so long I forgot how to do it. All right, let me share this on my business pages. So I can keep talking now. So I've been just kind of getting myself situated, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I know it's like dragging it out, but I've definitely learned some things so far. I've been doing a ton of journaling, some self-work. I'm here by myself, so it's been an interesting journey so far. Oh my God, I got all the bug bites. Oh Lord, but yeah, so far so good. A good experience. So let me just finish this up here. If you guys are coming on, say hi, where you're from. It would be amazing if I met somebody that's from Cambodia. We can probably meet up. That would be cool. Okay. All right, all shared, all ready to go. So guys, I wanted to talk today about, hey, thanks for coming on. Oh, you know what? Guys, it's been a while since I've done a live. I freaking forgot how to do it. Let me introduce myself for anybody that doesn't know who I am. My name is Justine Leslie. I am an intuitive and spiritual coach. I help people help heal themselves, create emotional freedom by using intuition, spirituality, universal law, and some Eastern philosophy. And that's kind of why I'm here too, right? To learn more about the Buddhist culture, which is great. I got really into it about 4.5 years ago. I would love to get reacclimated with it. Another reason why I'm here in Cambodia. So anyway, today I wanted to talk about, was that like a sad, did somebody just do a sad face? It's all happy stuff, right guys? So, yeah. Hi Ella. Thanks for coming on guys. So, one thing I definitely discovered by taking myself, so one thing I do have to say about traveling is it definitely gets you to see a different perspective, which is so good, right? I mean, sometimes people are naturally able to see different perspectives. I feel like I can, which really helps me with my coaching and helps me do the things that I want to do. By seeing another perspective, but it also helps you get out of your everyday routine to see a different way. And I've been thinking about, you know, just being in a new environment and a fresh perspective about the things that I do every day and whether or not they align with the things that I want, desire, and are my purpose, right? So my story is, and I always talk about this, about 4.5 years ago, I had a spiritual awakening where I realized a lot of things. I had to heal a lot of wounds, and healing a lot of wounds was very painful, usually always is, which is why I do what I do, right? I do empathic support, and I do spiritual awakening support as well. It's very, very scary when you're going through something like that. I was able to heal most of my wounds. But while I was going through this awakening, I discovered my passion and purpose, my passions. I'm actually multi-passionate, and my purpose on earth as a light worker. And a light worker is somebody that brings the light to the dark, which can be healing, coaching, mentoring, teaching, however the modality that works, whichever modality works for that particular light worker. I resonate mostly with healing for myself. It's resonates deeply, really. I discovered that I was meant to be on this earth as a light worker to assist in global consciousness, and also help with healing, spiritual healing. Those are the two main purposes that I have. And once that happened, I thought that my life was figured out, right? And it definitely was a clarity piece, like thank the universe for intuition and me being very conscious now of my intuition. I'm very intuitive. I'm being spoken to all the time. And it really made me realize that. But what happens when we realize our passion and purpose is that it's really just half the battle, because the other half is actually achieving those goals. So that's the interesting part. So when I was having my spiritual awakening, all of a sudden, I got this huge download, and it was very, very clear, and I actually call it calling, that, I was to be a spiritual teacher in some way. And I think what it comes down to is that people are just like when something happens to them and they get a calling, they see the bigger vision, especially if you're a dreamer, but you're not sure exactly how it's going to happen. So I usually say forget about the how. Not forget about it, but don't harp on it, right? And that's what I'm really just trying to say, is because, I joke about it to people. I say, oh, this calling happened to me. And I go, oh, who, me? I'm supposed to be a spiritual teacher? Me? Deep down, it felt good. Deep down, it felt aligned. And I know that it's true. It's just in what way am I going to accomplish that? And, whatever your thing is, whatever your purpose is, if you don't have a roadmap to how you're going to get there, it can be very, very frustrating. And like I told you, it's been about 4.5 years, and I've kind of rebranded, a few different ways. Opportunities have come to me that I didn't expect to enhance my spiritual healing and enhance my spiritual teaching, but it has. And it's funny with opportunities, right? Because you don't really know what opportunities are the right opportunities. That's where intuition comes in, right? Where you feel, if something feels good, do it. If you don't know how to do it at the time, say yes and figure it out later. That's a really good tip. I usually do that. If a great opportunity comes my way, I don't know exactly how to do it, I always say yes and commit to it, especially if it's an online path, and I'll figure it out how to do it later. That's a really, really good tip that I've gotten. Yay, thanks, Debbie. Going back to traveling and me being here in Cambodia for a few days now, and me being out of my outside routine really makes me reevaluate my routine, right? What am I doing in the everyday that's actually helping me get to where I want to go? So I've been kind of mapping it out. And to give you an example, it doesn't even have to do with purpose or, mostly it's passions, purpose, desires. But one of my desires, sorry, my nose is itchy, guys, sorry. One of my desires is, I've been saying this for a long time, I want to be in better shape. And I'll be completely transparent with you guys. I'm heavier than I usually am. And it's, in the past, it's been easier for me to drop the weight. But right now, you know, it's been like this for a few years where I don't really like where I'm at size-wise. And I was kind of journaling it out this morning and realizing that, you know, like yesterday, I had, what are the peach rings, like the candy peach rings, or at the airport in China, I was having some Chinese candy, that type of thing. So I'm looking at my actions that I'm taking, and then they're not towards the result that I want. And it's funny because sometimes we, you know, even if you consider yourself a conscious person like I do, there's some things that we do on autopilot and we're not really thinking about what we're doing at the time. Like, I keep eating candy, yet I want a better body, I want to be thinner, I want to feel healthier, and I'm not doing the things that I want. I'm not doing the things that will create those results. And at the end of the day, I can say, oh, I'm not at the body I want right now, and play victim mode, or I can really take accountability and look at my actions, my everyday actions, and really make a conscious decision to commit to making those results every day. Does that make sense to anybody? Give me some likes, hearts, if it does. It's very, very easy to blame other people. Oh, well, I'm only in China once, so I can have this candy. Like, it's very easy to come up with excuses or blaming things on other people. But the truth is, my weight has been keeping me back from a lot of things, such as professional photos and you know, showing up the way that I want to show up. And you know, by me being completely honest about that will set me free, right? That's my truth. And it really comes down to, you know, I got this download, this calling, like I keep talking about, to be a spiritual teacher of some kind. But I'm not really making, you know, I make these videos, you know, I make an offer when I feel most aligned with making an offer, but I'm not really pushing myself that much out there to utilize my gift, my passion, my purpose. And that's really like, you know, I keep saying to people, well, why am I not making it? Why am I not making it? I'm not making it because I'm choosing not to make it. You're gorgeous. Eat the Chinese candy. Just don't overdo it. Oh my God. This is the second time you're cracking me up. Thank you so much. And I appreciate that. And I'm not, you know, trying to say that, you know, I'm ugly or, you know, I have a lot of self-love. I've done a lot of work on that. But like, getting to the place where I want to go, I need to be really, really conscious of what I'm doing in my everyday. And that's the other thing too, is that I'm not, you know, I'm not reminding myself every day of my desire. It's not in my face. I did a Facebook Live maybe 2 weeks ago now about apathy, spiritual apathy, where, you know, I don't feel too connected to my purpose or my passion all the time. And that's completely normal because I am human, right? And it's not that I have to remember what my passion or my purpose is. It's kind of it's about reconnecting. And I've been saying this to people for about a month now, maybe 2 months. I've been saying, I feel disconnected. I don't feel connected. Connected. And that's one of the reasons why I came out here, right? Is because I really want to reconnect with myself, with my higher self, and, you know, remind myself why I got into the first place. Why, like, my spiritual awakening, I'll never forget it. Like, it happened to me for a reason, and my calling has happened to me for a reason. And to not utilize my gift to in an everyday way is just, you know, it's my own doing. So when I was journaling today, it's just my actions are not aligning with the things that I truly, truly desire. I got myself out here in Cambodia, you know, I have desired this digital nomad life for so long, and that's wonderful that I'm actually achieving it. It's amazing, but I actually did the work to do it. Hey, Erica, to do it. And if I can achieve this, I can do other things, right? I can do the things that I most desire. Not that I don't desire this, I definitely do, but this is proof that it's possible. And of course it's possible, guys. The universe does not give you a desire or a passion just for the hell of it. There's no point of that happening. So we're all given these gifts and these passions and these purposes for a reason. And, you know, a life of apathy is just the suppression of your gifts and your passions and your desires, and we don't want that. I mean, if you're cool with it, that's totally fine. Maybe I'm not speaking on your behalf, but a life of apathy is just no life worth living. And that's the point. And I just really want to get conscious of what I'm doing on an everyday basis. And that includes my spiritual work. It is important for me to meditate every day. It is important for me to journal every day. It is important for me to say affirmations every day. And it's important for you to realize what things in your everyday life can you do that will get you to the place where you want to go. Because it is in the everyday, guys, right? And that's just like super important. And it's like really hard to stay present with it, right? I totally get that. Another reason why I'm out here is to get more present. And I gotta tell you, it's I've been feeling more present, in the last 4 days, which is great. I think environment really does have a lot to do with being present, being conscious, that kind of thing. And like I said earlier, seeing different perspectives. So I'm very, very happy about that. So basically I'm coming on here. This is not really so much a teaching today, but kind of a accountability lesson for myself. And hopefully if this resonates with you guys, what do you actually desire? And figuring it out is only 50% of it, right? The other 50% is actually taking action. What do you want? When do you want it? And then the how, like I said earlier, don't concentrate so much on the how. And the thing is, don't be afraid to fail, right? Be open to the opportunities that come to you. You have no idea where these opportunities are going to take you. I took I guess you would call it a bridge job that took me above and beyond to places that I didn't think I could go with it, if that makes any sense. So take opportunities. If you don't know how to do the opportunity, say yes and figure it out later. But if it feels aligned, if it feels good, go for it, and see where that takes you. Because I know the how is very confusing, and I have to kind of take charge in my business and where I want to go as a spiritual coach to teacher, coach and teacher. But I have to really, I do have to take initiative with it, but also at the same time, the balance is letting the other, letting the universe kind of take me on the path that that it wants me to go on, or is leading me. So it's like you have control, but also be open to the fact. Come to China. I was just in China. I was just in Guangzhou, the airport. So yeah. So hopefully all of this resonated with you guys. Just really listen and pay attention to what you're doing every day. For me, I'm paying more attention to what I'm putting into my body. I'm paying more attention. I think knowing the why is super important, and the how will come. Yes, holy crap, that is so good. That is so good. It is so true. Why are you doing what you're doing is so important. Oh my God, I love that. And also, one more thing before I jump off, that just reminded me. Think about how you want to feel, right? That's what I've actually been journaling on. If you're a feelings person like I am, I've been like, going back to getting more in shape, right? I want to feel good. That's the point of life, right, guys? Is to feel good. I want to feel good in my body. It's my body. I'm renting it for now. I'm going to have it until I pass away and, go on to the next. But, yeah, you have to think about how you want to feel, too. That was a good one. That made me that reminded me of that. But anyway, so yeah. So I did this live for more accountability on my part, your part. Really think about what you're doing in your everyday life. Do they align with where you want to go? When I first had this dream about being a digital nomad and working from anywhere, traveling and working, I didn't think it was possible. I couldn't imagine how it would be possible, but the how showed up. But it was something I truly, truly desired, and the universe really recognized that, right? So, it's possible, and anything is possible, and I definitely want to make that very, very clear. As long as you desire it, the universe will help to create that desire. As long as it knows that it's something that you truly, truly want is your truth. So, I think I've talked for way too long, and everybody in this hostel is probably like, oh my God, what is she preaching about? All right, anyway, I'm done preaching. I'm done preaching, guys. I just go out there, really take a hard and fast look at what you're doing every day and reassess your actions for sure. So that's probably the takeaway here. So I am out. I will be on tomorrow. Let me see. It's 10:30 at night. It's actually Wednesday for me, guys. It's actually Wednesday morning. But I will try to post more often as a commitment to my daily goals. So hopefully I will see you guys soon. And thanks for everybody watching and those watching the replay. If you have any questions or anything, thanks for the videos. Safe travels. Thanks, Melinda. You're awesome. All right. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Happy hump day. Yes, thank you. It's Wednesday. So weird. I'm, ahead of schedule from you guys. I'll let you know what happens in the future. It's so funny and corny. Anyway, I'm out, guys. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.